Have you experienced any cold or flu-like symptoms?
Nope.
And have you had close contact with someone diagnosed with COVID?
No.
There you go.
Thank you so
Have a
much.
good one.
You too. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Now that I have gotten a massage and gotten coffee and showered, I'm finally ready to be productive, even though it's 4 p.m. Also, just a quick note, I have an appointment with my hair colorist tomorrow, so just bear with me and my roots for one more video, I promise. Diving right into the video, I have started the process of looking into buying my first home. For a long time, I really didn't think I was going to buy in Massachusetts. The housing prices here are insane, and the houses that are reasonably priced are substandard to say the least. I also just didn't know how long I was going to live here, but I'm pretty settled in my job. I've started my master's. I'm not sure how long this search will take, if I ever find a home that I want to buy at all. But Bobby and I do really love our town and where we live right now, so I thought it would be worth looking into. Unfortunately, the amount that we love this town is actually working against me a little bit because we do have a pretty small search radius, and we happen to live in one of the most expensive towns in the state. So that's fun. Even though I'm not sure if this will be a successful house hunt for me, I figured I would just vlog the process from the very beginning. I've already learned so much, and I don't know if it's just me, but I love watching like apartment searches, house hunts, real estate, moving, all of those vlogs. I love that niche on YouTube, so I thought it would be fun to vlog this. Oh yeah, almost forgot. If you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe to see my other vlogs and the rest of this house hunting series. I've only done one showing so far and have done lots of online research, and then drove through a neighborhood today that would honestly be my ideal neighborhood if we end up making that happen. But this will be a series as I keep looking at more places. The first big tip I give you guys, which is the best decision I've made so far, was getting a realtor and a lender. The realtor fees are paid by the seller, so don't think that you're saving any money if you're not getting one. You should get one. They know what they're doing. Especially as a first-time home buyer like myself, I don't want to just be floundering through the process. Both my realtor and my lender have been super awesome so far with really tailoring it to the fact that I'm a first-time home buyer, giving me tons of information, walking me through all of my different options, stuff like that. Your first step will be getting pre-approved for a loan, because I was doing a lot of estimates in my head of what I thought I could afford, but that pre-approval, it really helps if you end up finding a place really fast that you want to buy, then that speeds up your offer process, but also just gives you a much more firm idea of what you can truly afford. I was pretty right in my estimates of what I thought I could afford, but it definitely gave me a much firmer max price that I'm looking at. Once I did get that pre-approval, my lender has been super awesome because he created me like this personalized video that he sent me where he goes through multiple different loan options for a certain house price that I thought I was going to be aiming for, and what those monthly payments would look like, what the closing costs would look like, what the different down payments would look like if I did 12, 15, or 20% down. Really having all of those numbers in your mind gives you just a much better idea in case you don't have that cash in the bank. So my mortgage that I'm approved for is just under $500,000. So my actual home price that I'm looking at is a max of $550,000. And depending on where you live, you might be like, wow, that is so much. You must have so many options. And unfortunately, it is not that much where I live. I mean, it's still a ton of money, but it doesn't go very far where I live. Another criteria is that I'm only looking at condos right now. I really don't want to have to deal with any yard work, anything like that. So just condos so that all of the exterior maintenance is taken care of for me. But I'm not picky about the type of condo. So whether it's within a building or a townhouse or a detached condo. I did visit a new construction condo complex the other day. Bobby and I are gonna go again on Sunday together that I'm pretty interested in, but it's on the upper end of my price range. There are some downsides to it that we're not super excited about. It's a maybe, but it's definitely good to, you know, start looking so that stuff that you didn't know might be a deal breaker or just a downside for you, then you realize that as you start looking at different homes. Let me show you guys the search on my computer. So as you can see, I don't have a ton of options within my price range, literally 9 options. And even though it says I have 9 options here, I actually have fewer because these 2 options right here are just taunting me. They look wonderful and they're 45 minutes away from here. I have no idea why they're in this search. Yeah, so these aren't great options for me. And then, so I have, you can favorite them here and ignore the fact that I favorited this one because it is outside my budget. And then these 2 are pretty nice, but they would extend my commute by about half an hour. And I used to have a commute and I'm just not willing to go back to it. But another thing that's nice is you can, all these comments that you see here are just between me and my realtor. And then I can also mark what I'm not interested in. When I said that reasonable price stuff in Massachusetts or at least in my area tends to be substandard, this is kind of what I'm talking about. This would require so much renovating, way too run down for me to even consider it. I did just happen upon my ideal condo neighborhood though after my massage this morning. I was literally sitting at the light outside of my massage place waiting for it to turn, and then I look across the street and it says like condominiums and I'm like, oh my god, this is the perfect location for me. And I drove through and I was just like, this is wonderful. The only listing that they have active right now is a casual $100,000 above my price range. But something that I wouldn't have known if I didn't have a realtor is that you can actually write letters to, you know, a neighborhood that you might want to move into if there's nothing for sale and see if anybody is willing to sell. So that is what my realtor is going to do for me. And the other nice thing is that it's not some random private citizen writing to these people being like, hey, will you sell your house to me? So it doesn't, like, if I were a homeowner and I got that letter, I'd be like, okay, what kind of scam is this? So that's all super awesome. I do feel like the fact that I accidentally happened upon that neighborhood and didn't find it online maybe means that it's fate. So cross your fingers for me that someone in that neighborhood feels like moving. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, even though it's a bit of a shorter one because I haven't seen a ton of places yet. But if you guys are interested in the details of like what I've learned from my realtor, different things that you need to be considering if you're a first-time home buyer, like actually diving into those details in a video, definitely let me know in a comment below because I've already learned so much just in the couple days of this. I'm going to learn so much more still. So it's like this kind of stuff is really fun for me. I just love real estate. I'm a sucker for those home tours, apartment searches, house hunts, all of that jazz on YouTube. So if you're like me in that way, definitely subscribe so that you can keep up with my search. And I post vlogs in general every week. I aim for twice a week, but definitely once a week. Give this a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Leave a comment if you want me to go into more of the details that you should know if you're a first-time home buyer or if you have any home buying tips for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.